everyone, it's me, Arlene here. I know it doesn't look like me, but it is. How in the world are you guys doing today? So good to see you again, and thank you so much for stopping back by to see what I'm up to. And what I'm up to today is to show you my beauty routine. Not that I really have a routine, but I had a lady email me just recently, and some of you have asked me in comments to show you what I do with my skin. As you can see, it is not wonderfully perfect in any way, shape, or form. But I'm 57 years old, going on 58, and I do have a regimen that I go through mostly every day. I try really hard. And I've also had folks ask me about my hair and how I do my hair and that kind of thing. So I've done one other of these videos a while back. It's been over a year ago that I did one like this. So I thought it was maybe time for an update, although my skin regimen is still the same. My hair is a little different because, as you know, I've had it cut. So come along with me as I try to put this old face and hair together. And, you know, I show you everything, warts and all. Oh my goodness. So let's get started. First thing I want to do, I use a couple of hair products. I use Redken Hardware 16. This is a styling gel. I've used this forever. As you can see, this is, well, bottle after bottle. It's very empty. And I just put, you know, a good little blop in my hand like that. And I rub it together. And I just put it through my hair, you know. I do this before I put my makeup on to let it sit in my hair for a while. That's what I do with that. I'm gonna wash my hands off here. But regardless, this is what I have right now. It's Euphora, excuse my hair, to, you know, lift the hair right at the crown, and I just kind of spray that on. Right now I just put my big old 1980s comb that I still have after all these years. Some of you commented on this on this comb the last time I did this. Still have the same one. Take it everywhere I go. So I just go ahead and kind of find my, sorry, I look over here, find my natural part. I have a lot of calyx in my hair, so I really have to work with it sometimes. One that you guys have seen, you see some of my videos where it just kind of parts right through the back. So, but anyway, there we go. And I go ahead and put a headband on it so that I can put my makeup on. And it just sits like that until, well, I'll put my makeup on. I use Clinique, mostly, exclusively Clinique, except for sometimes my eyeshadow and my lip liner. Sometimes it's something different, but pretty much I stay with Clinique. And I've already just got out of the shower, and I've already used this. Oh boy, there we go. And it is Rinse Off Foaming Cleanser Mousse. So I use that in the shower to cleanse my face. So my face is, this is it. This is how my face looks with no makeup whatsoever. So first thing I start is with this. It is Clinique's Dramatically Different Moisturizing Lotion. I used to use their turnaround cream, but when I went through menopause, my skin got really dry. And I tell you, I use a good 3 pumps. And I switched to the lotion, and I use this every day, you guys. Every day, in the morning, and then at night when I take my makeup off, I use it at night too. And it helps to keep my skin as moist as it can. This is a birthmark. My mom said that's where Jesus kissed me before I left heaven. That's what she always used to say. My skin is, you know, I got sun damage and whatever on it, but it is what it is through the years, you know. So then I go to a foundation. I use a liquid foundation. I use a little sponge, makeup sponge, and I just kind of plop this around my face. And I use, no, this is Super Balanced Makeup And this is the color neutral. That's what I use. Okay, and then all I do is I just take my sponge and just, I have to look over here, can't really see what I'm doing. I just, always moving in an upward fashion because goodness knows, we want that skin to move up and not down at our age, ladies. And I take it on down onto my neck and underneath my chin so you can't see too much of a line there. This is an old whitehead from years ago that really gave me troubles and finally popped and left me a crater, although the crater is filling in, so anyway. So there we go, that's all I do with my foundation. And then I have some cover up here. My foundation does a pretty good job at covering things up. But I do use a Clinique, Line Smoothing Concealer. Well, it doesn't smooth my lines too much, but it does kind of help with those circles under my eyes. So I do put a good bit underneath my eyes here. On that birthmark. And then, you know, I touch it here and there. I really need, actually I have a new one. I need to get it out. Here we go. And then I just take my sponge and instead of wiping it, I kind of just pat it, you know, into place and kind of blend it into the sides. My mama always told me, make yourself up to look natural. You know, God didn't make you to look, you know, made up. Although I like to enhance what God gave me to work with, you know, a little bit. That's all I do to prep, or to, you know, to as cover up and for my makeup. That's it for that part. And I do use a Clinique blush, and it is Smoldering Plum. That's my color. Yeah, I just put it on my cheeks, you know. A little bit up on my forehead and around. And that's pretty much it, you guys. Then I do wear eyeshadow. Just ordered myself a new one. This is from Clinique again, and this is the Teddy Behr 01 Teddy Behr. I have blue eyes, as you see. And so I wear, again, I don't do what others do, probably as much as others do. And I probably don't do it right, but I do it the way I like to do it. I do it the way I think enhances my eyes the best. And that's what I do. It's what I've always done. Take a little of the white, put it right up at the brow line. And sometimes if I add a color, maybe I'll add a pink in here today. Urban Decay. I've just got like a palette of colors. Since I'm wearing black today, I think maybe I'll just pick a pink, like a rosy pink. This color here, and just do it right at the brow line. See that? Or not the brow line, but right where your bone is, you know. Kind of pull it down to the sides. When I add a color, that's where I add it. Right there. about it. Woohoo! Something else. As you can see, my eyebrows are turning gray. They are non-existent. I very rarely have to pluck, you guys. I just am not a very, they've just never been big and bushy or anything. There's sometimes when I'll have to, you know, take the random eyebrow out from underneath there. But I do, this is not Clinique. I use this. This is Goof Proof Brow Pencil from Benefit. And I like it because it's easy peasy lemon squeezy. It's just a roll up little brush. And I do not sculpt my eyebrows. I do not do anything special to them. I just fill in where they naturally are. I just color those grays and bring them out again. And this is the shape that God gave me. I've never really shaped my eyebrows. Maybe I should make them thicker. But I don't. And when I you know, pay attention and look at them like that, I'm like, oh my gosh, they look horrible. But that's the way I do them. I don't do anything special to them. I do wear eyeliner every day, but it is not your typical, I'm gonna paint on eyeliner. This is from Clinique. This is Quick Liner for Eyes. And I use the color Slate all the time. And again, it is a little roll up tip. And I put it underneath my eye, underneath my eyelashes. Now a lot of people, it broke on me. Rolled it up too high. Gotta be careful not to roll it up too high. I know a lot of people do the inside of their lower lid. I don't. I do underneath my brows, underneath my lashes, excuse me. All the way to the corner. And then I do on top of my lid right to my lash line. And I will smudge this in. I don't leave it like a line. I smudge that in. That's about it. I do use a lip liner. This is again from Clinique. I just ordered myself a pencil sharpener from Clinique though, because this thing is old as the hills and it's digging into my lip. And I have a pencil sharpener, but it's not one to work. So I ordered one from Clinique. Anyway, here you go. And I just simply line my lip. And fill in. And I'll come back at the end with some lipstick. That's how I do at this point. Then I use mascara. First of all, I curl my whatever little bit of lashes I have. I don't have a lot, but I do curl them. Again, I don't put a ton of mascara on either. This is Clinique's High Impact Mascara. And I will come back and put a second coat on sometimes, but sometimes I totally forget this step. That's how little I put on. I just don't. I don't know. I just never want to take the time to do, you know, all this stuff. Although I like to look put together and as pretty as I can, you know, but okay. That's it for now. I may come back with another coat or I may not. All right, so there we go. That's all I do for my my makeup, y'all. That's it. Let me take this out. Now, I'm gonna dry my hair, and I'll probably put you into fast motion and just use a round brush, and I'll do my bangs first. And I'll be back. Okay, that's about it. And I'm getting close to my hair appointment here. So I'm gonna show you a little something. And I probably don't do this the way it should be done either, but I've never had anybody show me. So I just do this the way I want to do it, and to cover up the problem areas. I use Magic Root Cover Up from L'Oreal. Of course, I use light brown. This washes out when I wash my hair next, but I can sometimes go 3 or 4 days without washing my hair. So it does stay in, you know, for the entire time that I, you know, between washes. So shake it up really well. Out of this one, it comes with a little wand, you can see, and I just kind of spray right around the front and where my hair, see that? See how it parts like that? See that? And it makes, you know, I have tons of hair, but I don't want to say tons, but I've got a lot of hair, but I don't like how it parts, and you can see the gray. So I kind of there, and then sometimes in here. Only thing is, this stuff will really, it kind of, it gives your hair a lot of body, but almost makes it a bit sticky, you know, to put your hands through and to try to manipulate into the way you want it to go. So now I could leave my hair straight, just like I don't usually do right here. I need to. But just because I get it in my ear, I don't like to get it in my ear. So, but I could leave it straight for sure, you know. But the problem with my hair is that if I leave it straight, it goes even flatter and straighter, and it won't keep, like, you know, it has a little oomph in it right now. If I leave it straight, it'll look like I'm, you know, a drowned rat in an hour if I go out in the humidity, which in Virginia we have a lot of humidity. So I will normally curl. So sometimes I'll use a big, like 1.5 inch curling iron, but today I'm going to use this little one just because I want it to be pretty curly. And there's no rhyme or reason for how I do this. I tweaked it when my hair was really long. A lot of you remember that. I would do the, what do we call it? The beachy curls look, you know, and I still kind of do that up in this area, but around the bottom, I usually curl up, you know, so I'll do it and show you. First thing I start with is the crown, and I put a little curl in the crown, but what I also do is I tease it a little bit up there first before I put the curling iron in it. Okie dokie, sorry you guys, I've had a lot happen there in the last 15 minutes. Chris called me, he was out and about, he needed something. Then I had something happen in one of our groups. I had to deal with that, so I'm back again. And I hit the button on my phone here because of the light in the back. So anyway, as you can see, my poor little poof there kind of unpoofed itself. But anyway, I'm gonna leave it. So the next thing I do is just go and kind of start curling up and down around my head. And I do it around pretty much just to here, around the crown and just to there. I like curly hair, y'all. And my hair does not do flat well for very long, you know? So I do put a little something up here, and you can see, oh boy, you can see where that hair coloring, it does make my hair really stiff in places, and I have to, so I try not to use too much of it. I only try to put it, you know, sporadically, place it on my part line and, you know, where my hair tends to separate because of my calyx. So I'm just gonna work my way around my head here, and then around the bottom, I'm gonna be curling them up, as you'll see here in a second. And there's really no rhyme or reason to this. I just have found that since my hair's been cut, I like it this way the best. Curling it up. All the way around the bottom. Excuse my double, triple chin there. While I'm doing this, let me just commentate here a little bit about what my mama taught me. And I know I refer to my mom a lot, you guys. She was my best friend. She was my best friend. She was the best. I'm telling you, she was an awesome, awesome lady. And she taught me a lot of things that I hope I've passed on to my children too. And that is, you know, for me anyway, I make an effort every day. I make an effort to fix myself, to make myself look presentable. You will not ever, unless I'm sick, unless I'm really sick and I can't manage to get myself a shower or a bath and throw on an outfit, you won't see me sitting around or walk around in sweatpants. I do change out my clothes every evening and put on a little set of PJs, and that's how I watch TV and work on my computer and whatnot in the evenings. But I very rarely will not put my makeup on and do my hair and dress. You know, even if it's just, if I was a jean wearer, and I might be again with this weight loss, I don't know, but even if it's just a pair of jeans and a t-shirt, you know, or you know, something like that, I work on myself a little bit each day. And that might seem silly to some, and that's okay. You know, that's okay. I don't ask for anybody's approval on that. I don't expect it. But you can see how it's curling up here. You know, and I like to put it behind my ears. I wouldn't have to. You can see I don't have to. I'm not done curling yet. I still like to put a little bit more in. There you go. All right, that'll do it for today, I think. I did want to check the back and see if there's somewhere I need to touch it. I'll just check the back. Great. What the world? I totally didn't get that area, did I? And my hair, I'll tell you, that never works out as pretty on the first day as it does on the second and third day after washing. I think it's just because, you know, when you add more products, like I will use dry shampoo tomorrow. This is what I use, Batiste, usually, or I use Psst. But this, Krista got me this for Christmas, and I'm actually loving this. This is coconut and exotic tropical. It smells delicious. That's what I'll use tomorrow. So anyway, let me do a little bit more teasing here just on this, since it kind of fell out. And I usually just tease right here and here, and sometimes down below that a little bit, so I don't look like I'm just, whoop, you know, so I bump that out a little bit in the back. And then I just smooth that down. And then I just put my hands through it. Triple Take 32, I love this. This is my favorite hairspray, Triple Take 32 from Redken. And I just spray, spray, spray. And then I just tuck it a little bit behind my ears like that. I don't really touch this. I kind of just pull that down to the side, and then sometimes I'll just kind of pull that part together like that right there. And that's it. Ta-da! And then I put my lipstick on, and I love my Raspberry Pop, again from Clinique, Raspberry Pop. I love it. And it is a bold lipstick. Now I'm probably starting to look like y'all see me, huh? But there you go. I'm gonna go get me some big earrings. I'll be right back because I'm not wearing any necklace. I'll be right back. I love some big fat earrings. And I put on my bracelets that you see me in every single day. That little rope bracelet and my Brighton hearts. I wear these every day. And my Brighton bangle. And I put on my thumb ring, got that thumb ring from Coach. And then my staple watch that Chris gave me with the black. Finishes off today's look. And then to smell good, I use my Clinique Happy. You can see I use it every day, all the time. It is a fresh, lovely scent. I love it. And that's it. And then I have my just black slacks. And you can see I'm gonna get my black flats on, my black slacks, and my polka dotted shirt. I don't even need a sweater today. It's pretty outside. So that's it. So I'm gonna run off and I'm gonna do me some shopping, I think. I'm gonna do some Hobby Lobby looking around in there. Not for anything specific, but I'm just gonna be looking around in there today. Very rarely I do that. But anyway, that's it. I hope you've enjoyed this little ditty. You know, again, I don't do a lot of special things. You know, I do take care of my skin. I cleanse my skin and I moisturize. And I would say that that is the most important thing to do. And, you know, cleanse your skin. Take your makeup off every day and then moisturize and then moisturize again before you put your makeup on. So let me go into some final words here. Thank y'all so much for stopping by. I do appreciate your support every single day. I appreciate y'all. And let me just say, for those of you who are struggling or suffering with a catastrophic illness or chronic pain, I hope that you have someone there with you, taking care of you, helping you get through each day, making the very, very best out of each day. I hope there's nothing weighing on your minds or your hearts, pulling your attention away from where you want it to be or from where it should be. I love y'all to bits, to bits, to bits, hugs all around, and I keep you in my thoughts and my prayers every single day. And with all that said, I'll just say, until next time, y'all take good care. Bye-bye. Mwah.